Now folks, with it being a busy Thanksgiving, I'm being asked to wear a lot of hats tonight. And right now I'm anchoring, but the amazing sports reporter Cathleen Doisher is also in the studio tonight. How's it going, Sports Kathleen? And hey, happy Thanksgiving to you, girl. Hi, Anchor Kathleen. Wow, you're looking good on the desk over there. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I'm doing pretty good. Been eating lots of pie and of course, turkey.
If you and your dad got into a bowling match, who's winning the bowling match? Who do you think's gonna win? Yeah.
Our energy is off the charts.
This is what Brawl Week in Montana looks like.
I'm talking SWX production, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you a tour. We're gonna turn things around, walk backwards a little, and I'm gonna take you all the way into the van over here where our SWX production magic happens. Would like to give one last ring and one more Merry Christmas to y'all. Go to bed, put out those cookies, put out the milk, get the carrots ready, apples. You heard it here first. Santa Claus, he's getting ready to soar across the globe. Now, I used to compete back in the day, but I'm a little rusty and they make it look pretty easy. It sets the tone, honestly, and so especially opening night, this is like, it's a sold out show. The tone is set, that is for sure. What does it mean to see this kind of turnout, this year, but honestly every year?
I mean, Missoula community turns out for the Big Sky Dock Fest.
This program started off in 2022 with only 3 teams in Montana, and it's continuing to grow now with 28 teams in 2025. And I think this year their goal is just to get the word out and to get kids to come and, play. And again, this is exciting. This is an exciting matchup for all 3 teams here at MCPS Stadium.
It's a spooky night for the first round of the playoffs, and right now I'm at the station, but later tonight you'll find me at MCPS Stadium. It's the Sentinel Spartans ready to turn up the heat on a chilly Halloween Friday. The Spartans, they enter at 6-2 overall, and they've proven they can survive the close ones, going 3-1 in one-score games. Tonight they host a 6th seed out of the East, Billings Senior, with a kickoff at 6 p.m. Both teams looking to keep their season alive and earn the date with the 2nd-seeded Gallatin next week. And that's not the end of my night. I'll be heading to Florence, where the top-seeded Falcons are ready to defend their home field against Conrad. It's been a season of resilience for Florence, a team and community that's fought through tragedy to stand together in the postseason. So bundle up and wear your costumes. Should be some good matchups. These students get to go to the Susan G. Komen Race for a Cure in California, and they get to be the medical staff there. And all those donations get to go towards them traveling for that, but also the rest of the donations go to the Susan G. Komen Cure.
All Race for the Cure. So what do you say we hit the trail?
Let's hit the trail. People between the ages of 30 and 35 were the most affected, but as you can see, domestic violence impacts people of all ages across Montana, with over 4,500 total cases in 2024. It's okay.
This is the move.
This is the move. Stop by Albertsons, get you a pie.
Get you a
pie. That's the move.
Happy Thanksgiving, Montana and Northern Wyoming. Kathleen and I, we have work to do here.
Hey, Max! We got spirit testing too! We got spirit testing too!
Reporting from Bozeman
and Missoula, we're Cathleen Doisher
and Elena Margot.
Happy Football Friday, everyone. I'm Cathleen Doisher. September is gone and October is here to bring us even more high school football. And this Friday also looks a little different. I'm by myself. The Grizz are on the road for the first time this week, so that means Sean Rainey is in Pocatello, Idaho. So I'll be holding down the fort this Friday evening. So let's go ahead and jump right into some crosstown Class AA action in the Garden City. And with the Winter Olympics getting underway just last week, the world's attention is on elite athletes competing on the global stage.
I think I'm pretty speedy. I would have to go wide receiver. I would want to catch some balls in the end zone, get some touchdowns. That's where I would go, wide receiver.
All right. Speed, I don't know about the hands. I don't know if you've got the hands. We'll have to test that out.
Well, we'll see.
All right.
The Bengals are looking to bounce back after a 42-13 loss last week against Gallatin. They entered this matchup 1-1 so far on the season, whereas the Sentinel Spartans, they come in undefeated, 2-0 so far in week 3, but really just squeaking out back-to-back wins. In week 1, they won 6-0, and in week 2, they won 7-0. Good Christmas Eve, everyone, and welcome back to Nonstop Local 360. I'm Cathleen Doisher. Today we have a very special and magical surprise for all of our young and young at heart viewers out there. Earlier today, while the world was bustling with last-minute preparations for Christmas Eve, we had a very rare opportunity to interview someone very special to all of our hearts. That's right, Santa Claus. Our team here at Nonstop Local was able to secure a one-on-one conversation with St. Nicholas himself to ask him the most important questions.
High five?
There you go.
That's perfect. That's what I needed.
This or that with cat. 2 cats to be exact. So sports cat, what are you asking me tonight? Take it away. I have to ask you the most important question. Pumpkin pie, is it overrated or is it the best Thanksgiving pie out there? I'd have to say you know what I'm thinking. It's the best pie out there on Thanksgiving Day, of course. I knew you would say that. Great minds think alike. I mean, I feel like we're so in sync. I knew you would get it. Earlier this week, I had the pleasure of meeting a really cool guy who goes by the name Jared, or some call him Jerry. And as he gets ready to embark on a massive journey representing the state of Montana, and it might just be right up your alley. The countdown is officially on. Missoula's Jared Radine and his dad, Jeff, they are headed to the Special Olympics USA Games for the 2026 season in Minnesota. These two have been bowling together for many years with a lot of practice and a whole lot of laughter. So why don't we go ahead and join them on the lanes. The USA Games brings together more than 4,000 athletes from every state. One of Montana's 60 representatives is this father-son duo, perfecting their bowling and their partnership.
It's an amazing honor for them to have been selected. And I think any athlete who is chosen to do this sort of thing and represent Montana on a larger stage feels that honor.
For Jared, bowling is more than a sport. It's a place to compete, grow, and celebrate with Special Olympics Montana. And next summer, it will take him to Minnesota.
For me, there's jealousy, but tremendous excitement and incredible pride. I'd start talking about it, and I'd start getting all teary-eyed because I'm so proud of them.
He's competed in nearly every Special Olympic sport, but this year he's focused on bowling with his dad as his unified partner, an athlete without intellectual disability on the same team.
We would always bowl with friends on Fridays, and then I don't know what changed, but he decided he wanted to ask if I would join him in bowling as a unified partner.
If you and your dad got into a bowling match, who's winning the bowling match? Yeah.
From that moment, bowling became something that they share.
Just being able to compete with the Special Olympic athletes, I mean, it's such an honor.
High five?
There you go.
That's what I needed.
But his mom says the journey comes with emotions like every athlete feels.
He does get annoyed if he doesn't excel, you know. He gets mad if he gets a ribbon, if it's not a medal, you know. But he does his best. He definitely does his best on any given day. And some days his best is better than other days. But all of us, absolutely.
In that human side, the emotion, the effort, the growth is exactly what Special Olympics Montana nurtures, an organization that supports a ton of athletes from all over the Treasure State.
Special Olympics Montana has a staff of about 30 people. We, again, support over 3,000 athletes. And so the bulk of the work of Special Olympics Montana is led by volunteers.
When the USA Games arrive, she'll be right there every step of the way.
I'm just insanely excited to be able to be present and watch them and support them and cheer them on and probably lose my voice from screaming and yelling, you know. I don't think that's appropriate in a bowling alley. Go!
And for his family, the goal is simple, a memory Jared will always have.
He really enjoys it, and it just makes me really proud to be able to support him in his efforts. I am his biggest cheerleader, absolutely, and it shows. I mean, I'm just really proud of him and what he does.
I hope he gets out of this that it's fun and exciting, and it's an experience that he won't forget.
Now, I've learned 3 things today. 1, Jared is 110% a better bowler than I am. 2, Jared and Jeff, they make one incredible team. And 3, I'm definitely coming back for a rematch. For Nonstop Local, I'm Cathleen Doisher.
Be in the present. Be in the present with your family, be in the present with your kids, because they're precious and you never know when the last day is going to be.
At Ogren Park, the scoreboard lights stayed on and the competition was strong all weekend, but the spotlight was on a 9-year-old boy who never stopped playing.
I got this guy.
Robert was the type of kid, and he was only 9, and people might say, well, he was only 9, but Robert pushed me out of my comfort zone. Robert had this great sense of adventure. So when we say let's play like Robert, it's just having that courage to try anything, no matter if you fail.
And that courage became a rallying cry after the unthinkable happened.
We lost Robert the morning after we had played a game of cards. We had watched the women's soccer win the World Cup, and he just wanted to walk across the street to see his friend. And it was a walk that he had done hundreds of times.
In the weeks after his passing, Alice and her husband Phil turned their grief into a foundation after the Corvallis volleyball coach came to the parents asking if they can use "Play Like Robert" for their season's mantra.
They're playing on the A court. That year I was refereeing the B court, which is in the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. And I can hear them chanting, "Play like Robert, play like Robert, play like Robert." And then they win the championship, and I'm like in a field house full of 6,000 people, and I'm losing it. And I tell you, it gives me goosebumps when I think about this.
The foundation has created safe walking paths, playgrounds, and so much more, inspiring families to live in the moment, making memories alongside each other.
That's one of our goals, is to connect people through learning, play, and the willingness to try. When someone comes up to us and says, you know, I now know who Robert is, that's earth-shattering to us right now.
It's really overwhelming at times. It's really heartwarming at times. It's sometimes unreal at times, because I'm just so thankful that people still haven't forgotten Robert.
And now this past weekend, the Missoula Paddleheads honored Robert's legacy, wearing jerseys designed by local kids in a community contest, with every jersey auctioned by the Davis brothers to benefit the foundation.
It's really heartwarming. It's really hard to explain, because you had these kids creating their own designs of what they thought Robert was about.
And whether they support the Play Like Robert Foundation or not, is the idea that they can do something as a couple, as a pair, as a family, whatever it might be, that they can be there and enjoy a pretty wholesome activity.
Play Like Robert brings people together who can connect in so many ways and keeps the family together with one solid goal.
What else can we do in Robert's memory? What else can we make better for other families? What can we leave even after Phil and I are gone that is still going to have Robert's face blasted all over, and people will ask, well, who was this Robert?
The foundation continues to grow every year, working towards something much bigger. In Missoula, I'm Cathleen Doisher for SWX.